Geremi Sorele Njitap Fotso, known simply as Geremi, is a Cameroonian former footballer. He was a versatile player able to play at right back, right midfield or centre-back, known for his power, combative style and free kick ability. The most successful periods of Geremi's club career came at Real Madrid and Chelsea, winning 2 UEFA Champions League titles with a first and a full set of domestic honours with the latter. He earned 116 caps for Cameroon from 1996 to 2010, scoring 13 goals. He was a member of their squad for 7 Africa Cup of Nations tournaments, winning in 2000 and 2002, as well as the World Cup in 2002 and 2010 and a gold medal at the 2000 Olympics. Club career. Early career. Geremi was born in Bafoussam, Cameroon. Raised into a footballing family, Geremi was encouraged to remain focused on school by his father, a former player. But as duties for his club and national teams pulled him away from his studies, he eventually decided to pursue his playing career. Geremi gave up on studying for his university entrance exams and began playing professionally. Geremi began his career with a local side in Bafoussam, Racing FC, in 1995. A first-division club in the Cameroon's MTN Elite 1, Racing had won the league championship the year before 16-year-old Geremi arrived and won the League Cup, the Cameroonian Cup, in his only season as a professional at the club. In 1996, Geremi was offered a contract with a Paraguayan first-division club, Cerro Porte +or-0, after being spotted playing for the Cameroon national team in Brazil. He played only a few months in Paraguay, before moving to European club football in 1997 at the age of 18. Turkey and Spain. He spent 2 seasons in Turkey with Gina Sekşenler, racking up 57 appearances, before a move to Real Madrid materialized for him. In his 3 years at the Bernabeu, Geremi won 2 Champions League winners' medals with the Spanish Giants. At Real Madrid, Geremi was nominated for the Ballon d'Or of 2000. In a tribute to Geremi, 4 years after he left the club, ex-coach Del Bosque told Spanish newspaper AS Marca, that Njitap and Steve McManaman were the 2 most important players in his squad, because together they kept the whole team united. Seeking more regular football, he moved to Middlesbrough for the 2002 Euro 03 season on a year's loan from Real Madrid where he enjoyed a successful season. In 2003, a sentence from FIFA obliged Cerro Porte +or-0 to pay Geremi US $450,000. Chelsea. After an impressive FIFA Confederations Cup campaign with Cameroon, Chelsea paid Real Madrid £6.9 million for him in July 2003, and he went on to have an excellent first season at Stamford Bridge. Although towards the end of his career at Chelsea, under Jose Mourinho, he was played less regularly and when he was played he was put in his unpreferred position of right back. However, Geremi was held in high regard by Mourinho. During an interview, he said about Geremi, "In my team I love to have Geremi on the bench because unregistered trademark SA low-profile player who is ready to help, ready to fight for the team, ready to do the job I want him to do. If I need him to play right back, he can play right back. If I need him to play right winger, he can play right winger. If I need him to pick up a man and mark him out of the game, he does it." In his final year at Chelsea, Geremi scored the winning goal in a home match against West Ham United, a free kick from range. This turned out to be his last goal in a Chelsea shirt. His final appearance for Chelsea came against Liverpool in the UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg, which went to penalties. Geremi came on as an extra-time substitute and went on to have his penalty saved by Pepe Reina, and Chelsea ultimately lost. During his time at Chelsea they won the Premier League in both 2004-05 and 2005-06, and Geremi was eligible for a winner's medal both seasons as he made 13 and 15 appearances respectively. Newcastle United. 2007 Euro 08, Geremi signed for Newcastle on July 6, 2007 on a 3-year deal, making him the 4th signing of the summer by Sam Allardyce. He was appointed club captain for the 2007 Euro 08 season by then-manager Allardyce, but lost the armband after new manager Kevin Keegan awarded the captaincy to Michael Owen on January 20, 2008. Geremi made his Newcastle debut on the opening day of the 2007 Euro 08 season in a 3-1 away win over Bolton Wanderers. He then went on to start the next 6 games for Newcastle before being an unused substitute in the League Cup third-round defeat at Arsenal. In January 2008, Geremi departure for the African Cup of Nations with Cameroon. He returned to Newcastle in February after Cameroon finished as runner-ups. His first game since returning was on February 23 in a 5-1 away defeat to Manchester United. His first start since returning came on March 17, 2008 in a 1-1 draw away at Birmingham City. Geremi scored his first goal for Newcastle in a 4-1 victory over Tottenham Hotspur at White Hart Lane on March 30 with a well-taken free kick and the second header in the 2-2 draw at Upton Park on April 26 against West Ham United. Geremi made 27 league appearances for Newcastle United during his first season at the club, starting 24 of the 27 league games, scoring on 2 occasions with 5 assists. 2008 Euro 09. Geremi made his first appearances of the 2008 Euro 09 season coming on as a half-time substitute in a 1-0 home win over Bolton Wanderers on August 23, 2008. In September 2008, Newcastle found themselves under yet another new manager. As a result, Geremi's game time dropped over the course of the season, with the midfielder making 11 league starts without a goal and contributing only 3 assists. Newcastle was relegated at the end of the season, finishing 1 point from safety after losing their final game of the season against Aston Villa. In the 2009 Euro 10 season, Geremi's minutes dropped even more dramatically, with only 3 league starts in the first 5 months of the season. He scored his third Newcastle goal and first of the 2009 Euro 10 season in a League Cup tie against Huddersfield Town on August 26, 2009. Geremi left Newcastle in the 2009/January 10 transfer window to join Turkish club Ankara. Shortly after, though, Newcastle said the deal had not been finalised and the player remained at Newcastle. On transfer deadline day, February 1, Newcastle finally agreed to terms and Geremi went to Turkey on a new 18-month deal. Ankara 1/4 car 1/4 On January 31, 2010, Geremi's transfer to Ankara 1/4 car 1/4 of the ZAR 1/4 per lig was announced. He signed a 1.5-year contract with the Turkish club. On August 25, 2010. He moved to Greek club AE Larissa on a 2-year contract. On January 11, 2011, it was announced on the official site of Larissa that the contract with the player had been terminated. International career. Geremi began his Cameroonian international career with the youth teams, most notably in the 1995 U20 Youth World Cup finals. Geremi started all 4 games for the national team before they lost to Argentina in the quarter-finals. Geremi's senior debut came not much later, appearing in a match against Gabon in October 1996. From there, the midfielder went on to feature in 4 of Cameroon's 6 qualifiers for the 1998 FIFA World Cup, though he was left out of the final squad after the nation qualified. Geremi won Olympic gold with Cameroon in Sydney in 2000 when he captained his country. He has also won 2 Africa Cup of Nations titles in 2000 and 2002 as they demonstrated their superiority not only in Africa but at world level too. Geremi was part of the Cameroon side that qualified for the 2002 FIFA World Cup in Japan. He also played in all 3 of Cameroon's World Cup final games in 2002 and scored a free kick in a 2-2 friendly draw with England shortly before the tournament. The squad failed to qualify for the 2006 FIFA World Cup, finishing 1 point behind qualifiers Ivory Coast in their table. Geremi started 9 of the squad's 10 games at holding midfielder, though, and scored twice during the campaign. The 2008 Africa Cup of Nations brought Cameroon's best finish since 2002, managing to reach the finals before losing 1-0 to Egypt. Geremi again played every one of Cameroon's games and was named to the team of the tournament for his performances. Geremi earned his 100th cap for Cameroon on February 11, 2009, scoring a goal as part of a 3-1 friendly win against Guinea in Paris, a game in which he scored from a free kick. Geremi played in November 2010 World Cup qualifiers as Cameroon finished top of Group A in the third round of qualification, scoring 1 goal along the way. In January 2010, Geremi and his teammates travelled to Angola for the 2010 Cup of Nations, falling to eventual champions Egypt in a 3-1 extra-time loss. Geremi was part of the Cameroon squad that took part in the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa, playing in all 3 of Cameroon's matches as they finished bottom of Group E. Personal life: Geremi's father, Samuel, is a former footballer and Cameroon international in the 1970s. Samuel, a striker, was nicknamed Poison Arrow for his powerful shot and free kicks. Geremi's father was allowed 5 wives due to his status as a footballer, and Geremi has 17 siblings in Cameroon. Geremi's cousin, Pierre Weber Cubed, is also a professional player currently representing Uzman ± in Turkey and is a teammate on the Cameroonian national team. Honours. Career statistics. Club international. Notes. References. External links.